For 44 straight years, the best-selling vehicle in America has been the same pickup truck. Last year, 829,000 of them found a driveway. The average buyer paid $66,400. The average window sticker crossed $70,000 last fall. And 1 in 5 new vehicle buyers now signs a monthly payment with 4 digits in it. A work tool, priced like a luxury sedan, financed like a small mortgage. Today, what one of these actually costs to own, every line the window sticker leaves out, and why the story ends up running through a 60-year-old argument about frozen chicken. Here's the standard explanation, and it's not stupid. Trucks are work tools. Big, capable machines cost big money. Americans need them. 2 details complicate it. A survey firm's data from 2023, about a third of pickup owners rarely or never haul anything. About 2/3 rarely or never tow. And the product quietly changed shape. The old standard, long bed, bare cab, gave way to its opposite. The bed shrank, the cab grew seats. To be clear about who's on trial here, nobody. The truck didn't change jobs, it changed customers. It became America's family car, priced like America's luxury car. So let's read the sticker properly. 66,000 is only the average, and averages have upstairs neighbors. The ladder climbs quickly. 79,000 for the desert racing trim, 84 for the one named after a mountain, and $91,395 for a pickup truck named after a medal. Optioned, 97. Over the past decade, full-size prices are up by roughly a third. Last December, the segment booked $15 billion in a single month, a first. Meanwhile, the bottom of the market was being cleared away. In 2018, the biggest American automaker announced it would stop developing sedans for this continent. The stated reasons? Declining consumer demand and product profitability. Its rivals followed within 18 months. Cars are now fewer than 1 in 5 new registrations. Pickups, about 1 in 6. The truck went up market, and the market followed. The question is how everyone is still writing the checks. Simple. Nobody sells you the price. They sell you the month. The average new vehicle loan now runs just under 6 years. Nearly 1 in 4 financed buyers signs for 7 years or longer, a record. Down payments just hit their smallest share of the purchase price in 6 years. And 96-month loans exist now, 8 years on a truck. Stretching the term is beautiful engineering, if you're the one selling. Same truck, same rate. The month gets presentable while the total quietly grows. Some 44,000 financed at around 7% works out to roughly $9,000 or $10,000 of interest. A line the window sticker never prints. And there's a trap door. 3 in 10 trade-ins now arrive owing more than the vehicle is worth. The average hole, about $7,200. The average underwater trade is 4.3 years old, upside down before the loan's halfway point. The industry's fix? Roll the hole into the next loan. Those buyers' new payment averages $932. The month, as promised, stays manageable. The debt just outlives the truck. Now park it. The costs keep driving. The biggest line on the ledger is the one nobody bills you for. A full-size truck loses about 38% of its value in 5 years. On the average one, that's $25,000. Roughly $400 a month, invoiced silently, by physics and fashion. Fuel. The honest window sticker number is 21 miles per gallon. At this summer's pump prices and 15,000 miles a year, call it $2,700 to $3,000 annually. Insurance. Up nearly 20% in a single year at 2023's peak. Still climbing about 6% a year as of early 2026. Repairs. In the sensor age, a bumper is no longer a bumper. It's an instrument cluster you park with. Recalibrating the radar behind it runs from $350 to $6,400 per incident. Added up the way the Auto Club does. Their 2025 ledger, the average new vehicle costs $11,500 a year to own, and a pickup runs $6,400 more than a small sedan, just under $1 a mile. about $15,000 a year, before the bed carries its first sheet of drywall. Speaking of line items, here's the only one today with no interest, no depreciation, and no calibration fee. Subscribing is free. It tells YouTube that ledgers like this one deserve more eyeballs, and it tells us to keep itemizing. The button's right there, no trade-in required. Now, the part of the story nobody puts on the sticker. None of this happened on a level board. 3 tilts. The first one involves chicken. Early 1960s, Europe slaps tariffs on American frozen chicken. Washington answers, January 1964, with a 25% tariff on imported light trucks. The chicken dispute was settled 2 generations ago. The truck tariff turns 63 next January. Its documented effect? Foreign pickups priced out for decades. Plus, one maker bolting rear-facing seats into a truck bed so it could enter the country as a passenger car. Tilt 2. The Fuel Economy Rulebook. Targets scale with a vehicle's footprint. The bigger the box, the gentler the target. Peer-reviewed work ran the numbers on that design. An incentive to grow fleets by anywhere from 2 to 32%, handing back 1 to 4 miles per gallon of the intended savings. The rule rewards a bigger footprint. Product planners can read. Tilt 3. The tax code. Heavy SUVs face a $32,000 cap on the first-year business write-off. A pickup over 6,000 pounds with a bed at least 6 feet long is exempt. For a business buyer, that can mean the whole truck, written off in year 1. A courtesy the same code extends to no station wagon. So, no import price war, rules that reward size, a tax code that rewards weight. At the bottom of all of it, exactly one budget nameplate survives, launched at $20,000 in 2022, $27,000 to $29,000 today. The honest twist. Adjusted for inflation, a mid-90s compact pickup cost about the same. The cheap truck isn't extinct, it's endangered. One model at 90s prices, while the middle of the market moved $15,000 uphill. The newer 2025 tariffs on imported vehicles and parts sit on top of all of it. Why does the board stay tilted? Because of what's standing on it. A consulting study the manufacturer itself commissioned put the F-Series revenue, back in 2019, at $42 billion a year, more than McDonald's, more than Coca-Cola. Among American consumer products, second only to the iPhone. And GM told its investors in 2018 that it averaged $17,000 of pre-tax profit per full-size truck. When one product is the treasury, every incentive in the building points at its trim ladder. No villain required, just a board nobody profits from leveling. Now the other side of the ledger, because it's real. Pickups hold value better than any segment in the market. 34% depreciation against a 42% average. The catch, in the same breath, that's mostly the mid-size trucks. One keeps $4.05 after half a decade. The full-size bestsellers sit right at market average. For contractors, the truck is capital equipment, not a lifestyle. In one trade survey, nearly 9 in 10 run company-supplied trucks, and that year 1 write-off is real money against real invoices. And one vehicle that commutes, tows the camper, and moves the plywood can honestly replace 2. So no, the truck was never on trial. The pricing machinery around it is simply very, very good at its job. That's the problem. It's also the complement. The framework then for us cats, trucks or otherwise. 1. The price is not the payment. The month is a designed number, and the term length is the dial that designs it. Recompute anything on wheels as total cost over the years you'll actually keep it. 2. Count the invisible half. Depreciation, fuel, insurance, and sensor age repairs will rival the payments themselves. Price them before the test drive, not after. 3. Match the loan to the horizon. Financing longer than you'll keep it is how a $7,200 whole gets manufactured. 3 in 10 trade-ins already carry one. 4. And ask it kindly, of trucks, boats, and everything with a monthly cost. What does the bed carry in a normal month? Standby capacity is a luxury. Luxuries are fine. Unbilled ones aren't. So, a $66,000 average truck, $15,000 a year to keep, a quarter of its buyers 7 years deep, on a board tilted by a tariff, a footprint, and a 6-foot bed. All of it descended from an argument about chicken. Tell us in the comments, the most or the least your truck's bed has ever hauled. We read everything. Sniff you later.